नमस्कार, आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत। Today we are conducting our 1771 webinar on bamboo, social to medicinal importance, because today we are celebrating Bamboo Day. Today is Bamboo Day also, not in other sense, but in social or medicinal usage. Bamboo is very important, and our speakers are joining just soon, very soon. So till then, we will be starting our debate on social. Yes, the speakers have joined.
Yes.
So I would like to communicate my sincere thanks and regards to you all for your overwhelming support, which inspires us to continue this journey till infinite. Thank you very much. मैं आदरणीय प्रोफेसर वीके अग्निहोत्री सर को, आदरणीय विष्णु प्रसाद शर्मा जी को, आदरणीय डॉक्टर सुपर्णा सान्याल मुखर्जी मैडम को, सोनीता पांडे जी को, तेजेंद्र जी को और ज्योति जी को, सभी को नमन करते हुए आदरणीय विष्णु प्रसाद शर्मा जी से प्रार्थना करता हूं उनके स्वागत प्रवचन।
Namaskar. Good evening to everybody. Hari Om. Respected distinguished guests, eminent speaker, ladies and gentlemen. I, Professor Dr. Vishnu Prasad Sharma, welcome all of you to this AYUSH SAMRIDDHI International Webinar Series on bamboo social to medicinal importance. Most important subject today we have. In this webinar, we have eminent speaker. I want to welcome Dr. Suparna S. Mukherjee, Associate Professor and HOD, Department of Education, Sikkim Shikila University from Bolpur. Namaskar, madam, and welcome you to this AYUSH SAMRIDDHI webinar. Next, I want to welcome Dr. Soikat Kumar Basu, Executive Research Director from Alberta, Canada. Namaskar, sir, and welcome you to this AYUSH SAMRIDDHI webinar. Once again, I welcome all the eminent speaker, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to this AYUSH SAMRIDDHI International webinar on bamboo social to medicinal important. Once again, I welcome all of you. Thank you. Namaskar. Over to Pawanji.
Thank you very much, sir. I have read just 2-3 journals. In their research paper, they evaluated medicinal effect of bamboo leaves also. We know one solution also. So these points are with us, Ayurvedic faculties, and Madam Suparna Sanyal Mukherjee and Sakat Basuji will guide us on social importance of bamboo. So I would like to request Professor V.K. Agnihotri sir for stage coordination. My boarding is started. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Pawan Sharmaji.
I am with you from mobile.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Pawan Sharmaji. It's a great pleasure to be here. And since the time is very typical and you are in transit, so we do hope that we are supposed to complete it by 10:10 or 10:05 or 10:05 very concisely. Our topic of today's webinar is bamboo. It's a social and medicinal importance. And our two distinguished guests are with us, Dr. Sagat Kumar Basuji and Madam Suparna Sanyal Mukherjee. As far as the preamble is concerned, what I am remembering, it was 81 in BHU. A delegation from Bangladesh came, and they were on the visit to our BHU. And one of the scientists of the delegation informed me, because I was doing our work on water disinfectants. So he added some very good information that this bamboo is an aquatic plant or tree. It used to grow nearby the rivers or pond or like that. So and it inclines towards the water source. Resultantly, the long leaves are usually touches or takes a dip in the flowing water. So it is helpful for the water purification. And I mentioned in my thesis with the same information that bamboo leaves are also useful and responsible for the purification of water. That too, the surface pollution, I can say, to that extent, because I have not taken as a plant to go for its contamination effect on E. coli, means a colony clearing capacity. Other plants were there. So now it is a proven fact that it is also useful as far as the water purification is concerned. It's one of the qualities there. At the same time, it's a one product, one solution, which is now has become the rarest of the rare. It is used in Sitopaladi and Chanpras, etc., etc. And otherwise, it goes with the other preparations of very good, useful for furniture. And of course, it is said in our Hindu mythology or Sanatan Dharma, it is not to be burned. So बांस को जलाते नहीं है, ऐसी किंवदंती है, और अदरवाइज इसी के उस टाइप के यूज में इसका इस्तेमाल होता है, stick or as a cane wood furniture, etc. So with these words, I would like to have our guest, our distinguished guest is here with us, and I think as per the priority, I would like to invite first Madam Suparna Anand Mukherjee ji for her knowledgeable presentation over the topic bamboos. Thank you, ma'am, and I invite you with full respect. Namaskar, ma'am. Swagat.
Namaste. Namaste to all of you. Thank you very much for giving me such an opportunity to say something on this bamboo. And the bamboo is social and medicinal importance. So basically, we have seen in the ancient methodology and ancient times, from the time immemorial, bamboo is using in our day-to-day life. So bamboo have a direct impact in case of the social, at the same time the medicinal importance. Bamboo, a plant, the family Germinaceae, is the longest grass in the world. The length can be varied, and some bamboo plants are as short as 30 centimeters, while giant timber bamboo can grow to a height of over 40 meters or 100 feet. It consists of a hollow column or skin, and at the same time with nodes or joints between segments, which has been the recognized as the stem in the stem in between and the segmentation and the oval leaves. The calm branches and these leaves stay green throughout the bamboo's life, even during winter. The bamboo's lifespan is not very long. Basically, it's lasted for 20 years, and it flowers once every 7 to 120 years, depending on the species. But interestingly, all the bamboo of particular species will be the flowering at exactly growing at least rate of this 5 centimeter per hour and 1.5 meters a day. So this is the exact situation and exact terminological orientation of the bamboo and bamboo's outlook. The bamboo plant has a wide variety of uses, ranging from being purely decorative to being an important source of fuel. It is utilized as wood in construction of the building, the work, the furniture, the utensils, the fiber and paper. Bamboo charcoal is also used and makes a good fuel, and because it is 3 times as porous as wood and releases more energy. Bamboo shoots are also delicious to eat meal, and the case of the leaves, bamboo leaves are also very good for the fodder of the animals like the panda. In ancient Chinese culture, we have observed in the ancient Chinese culture, it has been believed, and it was believed that a gift of living bamboo brought good luck. Thus, a fairly recent use of Feng Shui, the bamboo plant is incorporated and placed in our home, in our room. So it is giving our the good context. So this is the social points of view and the social ideological points of view. So, cactus botanics, bamboo leaves dry extract manufactured through the process of water charcoal and the extraction, membrane filtration, chromatography, vacuum concentration, spray drying, and is now available in all parts of the world. Cactus bamboo has determined that the major components of its bamboo production, the bamboo leaves, extract the flavonoids, and which is the lactose and phenolic acids, with the flavonoids being mainly favoring glycosides, and it has been included in the orientation of homo orienting and the isovexing, vitexing. These are the and the training. These are also is extracting from this bamboo parts, like the cactus botanicus. Bamboo is also giving us such chemical components. The bamboo leaves extract is intended to be used in dietary supplements application in the capsule form, and because of its water solubility as so high, it can also be used in other nutritional products such as the milk powder and the some beverages also used for this bamboo parts. The nutritional composition of bamboo is very important, and sugar, it gives us the sugar, protein, fat, then amino acids, then vitamins, etc. Decreases with the growth of the shoot. It can gives us is gives the deteriorate the cholesterol level, blood sugar level also. To change future shoot production and inventory about the various types of bamboo species which is needed and which has the substantial potentiality for the health benefit. Especially the fibers contribute the 60 to 70% by weight of the total constituents. Their length shows considerable differences between the species as well as this variations within the stem production and the stem feasibility. It depends upon the various species stem, how it will be grow, and what is the environmental condition, in which environmental condition this bamboo products that tree is growing on. It's also depending upon that. The phenolic acid is mainly derivatives of ceramic acid, including chlorogenic productions and chlorogenic acids, and it has been gives us we also get it from this bamboo shoots, especially for the betterment of the human being. And in the early Chinese scripture or early Chinese the books, it has been written that the bamboo salts and bamboo has been used as a source of medicine since ancient time and since time immemorial. All the bamboo materials have a mild sweet taste, and all parts of the bamboo leaves are used to resolve failing. So, while the phlegm disorder to be addressed may be related to the lung and heart conditions. So, bamboo, the extraction from this bamboo fluid, it's also using for the developing the medicines. The allopathic medicines are also using in the total, pharmacy world. And in that case, we also observing then the if we can take the bamboo production in the bamboo suits production, so it can develop the brain functions. At the same time, the epilepsy like the disease, if we can produce the bamboo leaves and the bamboo shoots extraction, so that will be developed the reduce the epileptic fits and the develop the brain functions with better constants. And the mental disorder, which is happening for, and it may happen, then the bamboo is a very good medicinal plants for this, the deteriorating of the mental disorder. And we have seen, and it has been provided, there is if the in digestion process, the digestion disorder, then the cough and cold. So every types of the diseases, the bamboo is a very good production, and the bamboo shoots and leaves are very important for giving and making the medicines for the betterment and to resolve the diseases. And if we can develop the bamboo intake in the every time, not only from morning to the night, whenever we grow up and whenever we can open our eyes, if we can see the bamboo, the lucky bamboo, it will be good for health. At the same time, this lucky bamboo is giving us the oxygen, and it can keep the room temperature cool down, and the room is very healthy and feeling based, and is also the eye soothing. At the same time, it has the medicinal importance. And the bamboo is also very good for the skin care development. If there is any skin disease may happen, bamboo leaves, the extracts of the bamboo leaves, you can apply it for this the skin borers and skin disorder. At the same time, the skin, if any ailments may happen on the skin, we can apply the bamboo medicines and the extract of the bamboo leaves. And there is another more point is also using. So it is the social value. We have seen the bamboo have a wider range of uses than most plants, and which are great economic importance in Asia. Stems are also especially strong with their high silica content. Young shoots of many species are edible and are canned for this for export and import sites productions. And the first mention of the medicinal application was circa 500 AD, and this is the described in the bamboo shap, and it is very good for the all kinds of diseases in the which is using for the prevention of the various types of diseases. And the sweet cooling nature, cough and cold disorder, then the fatigue, then the brain disorder, then the epileptic fits, then the controller vomiting, the stems bleeding, and the it has been used for the bacterial infection also, virus infection also. If the person is suffering from the lung disorder and this cough and cold at the same time, the viral diseases, the bamboo leaves are also very important for recovering those diseases. And bamboo, especially if we can observe in this demographic point of view, because the wherever is bamboo, we have seen the bamboo is growing in the case of the high level of bamboo. Not is the lucky bamboo which we also keep in the house. It is the dwarfism, but if we can see that the higher level bamboo is giving us they can grow up in a community system. So it is giving us maintain the social values. Those who are giving and practicing and living in the forest area. So this bamboo production also enrich the environmental situation, and they are reducing the more oxygen level. That's why they are keeping more wind. And for this purposes, I have worked on the tribe like Mahali. This Mahali are especially their economic, socio-economic, socio-cultural, and socio-religious aspects was based on the bamboo. They are the bamboo worker. And what has happened, they used to collect the bamboo from the forest, and they practice the market economy. So market economy is depending on this bamboo production. They make the baskets. They especially doing the basketry. There are other tribes, especially the craftsman tribe. They are doing all the bamboo works. So when the bamboo work they are getting from as a raw material from the forest. So it is very easy for them to practice and to make the maintain the market economy as a basket tree. But what has happened, and a recent era which has been followed, that after the implementation of the Indian Forest Act, it has been prohibited for them to collect the bamboo from the market. So there the total economic system are in jolt. So they cannot practice their economic system. At the same time, they used to worship their these bamboo trees, because of, from which their economy is depending upon. At the same time, they can worship the tree and to protect the trees for and restore the trees for their betterment of the life and to maintain the livelihood sustenance. But the act has prohibited to collect the bamboo from the forest. That's why it is very costly for them to collect a single bamboo from the mediocres. It has been costing like the 200 rupees per bamboo, and to get it to buy it and to make it the basketry and to do the and sell it in the market, it's very tough for them. And moreover, there are the other caste community called the dome. They have incorporated and they are also practicing their same economy with this bamboo production. So what has happened, they are in the jeopardy. They cannot maintain their traditional economy. At the same time, they cannot uh, transfer transfer them into the modern economic system. So bamboo has all the parts of this bamboo is very important for us and very important to the people, those who are living in the forest, at the same time the fringe of the forest. So and our life, if we can restore the bamboo in our room, in our baranda, in our kitchen garden, wherever we can get the scope, we should restore this bamboo, because bamboo is very important for us. At the same time, the Ayush has the very important functions for this bamboo production. So Ayush have the more potentiality and wider range to protect the bamboo and extract the medicine and develop the medicinal aspects for this Ayurvedic system. Because Ayush is we use the allopathy, homeopathy. These are the pathy, but Ayush is Ayurveda. Ayurveda, so Vedic culture. When we are mentioning the Vedic culture and Vedanta, there is a bamboo is the main aspect, because we when we can prepare our idols like Ma Durga, like this Lakshmi, Saraswati, Karti, Ganesh, who whatever idol we can make, we need the bamboo, because the all the idols there is a bamboo. Bamboo is in their back. Without the structure, the bamboo structure, we cannot produce and we cannot prepare and cannot manufacture the idols of our god or goddesses. So bamboo is very important for this, because they are also utilizing since time immemorial. So in production of this god and goddesses, and that's why so we are worshipping bamboo in the other way around on when we are worshipping our god and goddesses. So these are the main important, and Ayurveda with their Vedic culture, it is bamboo is very important. So it was mentioned the bamboo's productions and the bamboo utilizations. Thank you very much to the Ayush Samriddhi to giving me such an opportunity. And there is a very important topic we have discussed over here, and I have got the opportunity with this Ayush Samriddhi platform. Thank you very much. Thanks to the all dignitaries over here. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. You spared your very valuable time to give such great knowledge. Especially that was the great point, that as far as the scaffolding is concerned, or the for effigies, for every this thing, we have to have the use of the small strings of this bamboo to make a effigy or make a goddess idol or whatever. Apart from that, you informed that as far as the common cold is concerned, leaves are important. So the extract of leaves are also applicable for the skin disorder. So many things you inform to we doctors. It's really an information to us all. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Well, in the same continuation, I would like to invite Dr. Sagat Kumar Vasuji to give more and more information based on the our bamboo plant and its usable parts, and also its beauty. The small plant is also put in the, on the this dining table or in the dining hall, just to have a good quantity of oxygen and from leather or ornamentation point of view. So I invite Dr. Shekhar Kumar Basu. Namaskar.
Namaskar, namaskar.
I
Thank
take
you.
your kind leave, sir. Thank you. I would like to have your kind permission. My flight
Yes.
time is there, so they will just fly. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Agnihotriji. Thank you, Sharma ji. It's once again a pleasure to be on your platform for
Happy
this
and safe,
webinar.
happy and safe journey, sir.
Yes. Wish you a happy journey, Sharma ji.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Take care. Take care. Take care.
I am
Okay.
moving
Thank
to
you.
Bangalore.
Okay. 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 Wish you a very safe journey. Thank you. So I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Madam Suparna Mukherjee for giving a very broad spectrum of various uses of bamboo, and both from socio-cultural and socio-religious and socio-economic parts. So thank you. I'm not going to repeat the parts that Madam has already highlighted. I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance and distribution of the bamboo. It is important to highlight that this species has a large number of species distributed across China, India, South and Southeast Asia. So it has a wide range of distribution, particularly in the monsoon-fed region, in the dry deciduous forest, as well as dry moist forest. Particularly in the Northeast India, we see a widest diversity of species. Even in case of West Bengal, we see a wide diversity of bamboo species in North Bengal, particularly in the Darjeeling and Kalimpong districts, and the foothills of the Himalayas, as well as the vast Brahmaputra Delta region. And across Southeast Asia, in all these countries, such as Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, Singapore, if we look into this entire habitat, including India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, and China, this entire region is very, very rich in various species of bamboos. And the stem or the culm of the bamboos varies from, like, those that we see, the good luck bamboos, which is around less than half a centimeter in diameter, to more than 30 meters long diameter giant bamboos, which are found in our country. Even if you go to Darjeeling, you will find such giant bamboos. The base of those gigantic bamboos are around 30 to 35 centimeter long, and it's hard. Like, even if you shoot a bullet, the bullet won't pass through the bamboo. It will get stuck into the wood. It's so thick, huge. And the cultural use of bamboo is not just restricted to India, particularly in Northeast India. And if you go across Southeast Asian countries, bamboo is a part of the culture. Like, many ethnic tribes use them for making not only of handicrafts, but they also use it for making various parts of their weapons, like bows, arrows, javelins, spears. Everything that they need from day to day is made from bamboo, other than baskets, caskets, and every other utilizable things that they do. Across China, across Southeast Asia, and across Northeast India, it is revered as a very, very important crop. But unfortunately, as we are going through over time and the habitats are getting modified, destruction of the bamboo groves has been extensive, and we are finding huge bamboo stalks or bamboo forests, I would say, which is technically called bamboo groves, are being wiped out. The over exploitation of bamboo, even today, when we have so much of engineering materials, if you visit any construction site, whether it's a railway construction, whether it's a metro railway construction, or construction of highways, freeways, or, like, overarching bridges or road construction or a house construction, you will see how much bamboo is still being used in various construction purposes because of the tensile strength of these environment friendly durable material. So it is very, very important for us to highlight that it is not only a very socially culturally important species, it is also a very economic species. And but nonetheless, because of the huge bamboo forest across these regions have been impacted, whether it's Myanmar, whether it's China, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, or in various other parts of Southeast Asia, it has ravaged the ecosystem. Say, for example, in central India, where like sal forests constitute the keystone species. The main forest is made up of sal, and then we have other subspecies.
There is some internet problem.
exclusively dependent on that is found in China has an exclusive diet on bamboo shoots and bamboo leaves. Similarly, in case of India, in Sikkim and other areas, Sir Panda or what we call the red panda, the giant panda raccoon family, they are not related. They have this superficial small panda, but nonetheless, they are, both of them have similar habits of having forest dependent on bamboo shoots and leaves. 9 pounds every day, which is almost close to their body weight, and they derive the protein and other energy resources by them. Same like koala in Australia. Some of these animals, the koala is exclusively dependent on eucalyptus leaves and shoots. If there is no eucalyptus forest, the koala could not survive. As we could see, is extremely nutritious. As madam has, it is not only nutritious for human beings, it is extremely nutritious for animals that consume them too. The other important part is that in case of China, bamboo shoots are used for making a lot of these kind of prickles, which they use as a source of prickle and condiments while they are having rice. It is used as a side dish and a salad, and it's a very, very good wide range of culinary arrangements are made out of it. At the same time, it adds nutritive value to their diet. One of the interesting story about bamboo is I would say that most of you have never seen a bamboo plant flowering. Just like other plants bloom and flower, bamboo plants also undergo flowering. But the flowering in bamboo, in many species of bamboo, is a very rare phenomenon. Sometimes they grow vegetatively, they propagate it vegetatively, they clone, but sometimes when they flower, their flowering cycle is very, very long duration. So there are many species that may flower after 30 years. Some species flower after 20, 25 years. Some species go into flowering after 40 years or something like that. So depending on species, when there is bamboo flowering, then the bamboo produces fruits. And when these fruits are mature, they usually drop to the ground. And whenever there is abundance of this bamboo, there is a resurgence of the rodent population or the rat population. So in Northeast India and in many other cultures, it is said that if you see bamboo plant flowering, it is a bad sign, because it would mean that the rodent population will explode and they will move into your crops, destroy your harvest, and there could be in olden days there could be an incidence of plagues and other related issues. So it was considered to be a bad omen, but it is actually a natural phenomenon, and it's just happened that animals, when they get abundant food sources, they start reproducing fast. If they do not have favorable conditions, just like plants and animals, they reproduce, they multiply whenever the conditions are favorable. Adequate source of nutrition, water, everything, hiding place, nesting. So if a rat is breeding 2 times a year in its regular cycle, when there is abundance of food cycle, there is a cycle change, and they may go for reproducing 3 or 4 times in that same particular season. And think about that to be multiplied with hundreds and thousands of rats. So we produce millions of rats in this process, millions of local rats, field rats and stuff. So this is why bamboo is also considered a bad omen, but it comes as a part of the ecology. Whenever there will be an abundant flowering of bamboos, there will be an abundant rodent population increase. And it has been noted in various states across Northeast India, like in Nagaland, in Manipur, in Mizoram, Tripura, wherever the bamboos, where there are huge bamboo forests, Assam, Meghalaya, wherever there are huge bamboo forests, then if there is flowering, there is a sporadic massive increase of the rodent population. With rodent population, there will be an overflow of snakes in your region too. So it's an ecology that happens. It's like a chain reaction. Once this thing starts, the other things will start to. If there are too many rodents, then the snakes would follow. If they have too many rodents as an abundance for their food supply, then the snakes would also increase their reproductive cycle. They will be producing more eggs, or they may be laying clutches once or twice or thrice a year. So whenever there is abundance, there is this bonanza. So there is this overpopulation and overgrowth and things like that. So this being said, the bamboo forests are a very important component of the ecosystem. Once bamboo forest is gone, plants, other plants which grow in the shade of the bamboos, various animal species, insects, various birds which are or reptiles, small amphibians, whichever take refuge in the bamboo groups, particularly snakes, cobras, king cobras. Find it if you go into the dense tropical forest and stuff where there is bamboo groups in southern India, and you will see huge loads of bamboo leaves that have collected over time, and then there is rain and things like that. This bamboo leaf starts rotting. There is high chances you will find the nests of king cobra. This is the only snake that makes nest. And why do they use this moist decomposing leaves of the bamboo? Is because you will see, if you collect your home vegetables, like all the scrapings of potato, thrown away part of gobi, cabbages and everything, if you put it in a bag, allow it to rot for 1 day or 2 day or 3 day, make it a mold. After 4 or 5 days, go and put your hand inside that mold of vegetable. You will see that the temperature inside has started increasing. Whenever plants started producing this process of degradation, there is this combustion and there is heat entrapped within the plant debris. This heat actually helps the snake to hatch their eggs. And by manipulating the leaves, these moist leaves, so as soon as they start decomposing, they generate a heat. And this moist environment helps in the clutch, whether they are hatching after 20 days or 25 days or 30 days, depending on the species, help them to fertilize their eggs. Even for other decomposing leaves, even crocodiles do the same thing. They will find a mound of all these rotten leaves and twigs and debris, and then they will lay their eggs inside, because these eggs, actually these decomposing vegetables, increase the temperature within the mound and help in the fertilizations of the eggs, and they're capable of retaining it. If it becomes too hot, they will scatter the leaves and stuff, allow the heat to lose away. And if there is temperature low, if they need more and more temperature, they will dump more and more of these vegetative piles. So if you are moving into tropical rainforest and stuff where there is bamboo groups, there is high chance you will see king cobras making nests and stuff in there. So all this way, whenever this overexploitation of bamboo happens and we are wiping them out, this is causing a devastating impact, because the bamboos are not very easy to grow. Naturally, they come up as stalks, but sometimes they do not get the time to regenerate. In many villages in India, particularly in eastern India, northeastern India, southern India, if you will go, you will see bamboo groups. Houses have dense bamboo groups in one part of their house, and the thickness of the small bamboo groups is so dense that you will not be able to cross the bamboo fence. So sometimes it is used as a fence. And bamboos have a gregarious habit. They secrete some chemicals into the soil, and when bamboos will be growing, they do not allow other vegetations to grow. Mountain bamboos, like say those that are found in Sikkim, Darjeeling, etc., have extreme tensile strength. I remember during my young age, when I used to do hiking and trekking up in the lower reaches of the Himalayas, many times I have slipped along the slopes and edges. The only thing that I could lay my hand upon are these green bamboo shoots. And you won't believe, the entire bamboo shoot bends down, but it is capable of holding my entire weight, which is quite unimaginable. Their tensile strength is so hard that you won't be able to uproot a bamboo very easily. So that's why they are very important, particularly in the lower foothills of the Himalayas, for preventing soil erosion. They protect the soil so significantly and compact the soil so essentially that the topsoil is protected because of these bamboo groups, because they have these roots spread far and wide, over sometimes about 500 to almost a kilometer in and around. And then different bamboo group trees, their roots meet and interact with one another. They exchange nutrients. Now it is said they even exchange genetic information or even communicate through those processes in forms of various ion channels, like sodium ion channels, calcium ion channels. They interact with various microbes in the soil and help in enriching the soil nutrient quality and profile. So with all these things, it is very important to say that bamboo is not just socio-culturally, socio-religiously, or socio-economically important. It is important for our ecology. The vast bamboo forest of China, India, and the vast Southeast Asian region, where you have many mega diverse countries like India, China, Philippines, down the line, up at the edge of Oceania, we have the Papua New Guinea. Everywhere, these huge mangroves, the mangroves, I'm talking the bamboo groups constitute a unique ecosystem. If this vegetation is gone, it means the death for the entire ecosystem. So it is very important to protect bamboo and regenerate them. Particularly in city areas and urban areas, scattered, unwanted, agronomically unsuitable, poor areas which are not suitable for agriculture, we can start using them to grow as bamboo groves. It will create its own habitat, it will attract its own kinds of animals, birds, and other species, but it needs to be grown. So this is like artificial forest that is being allowed to grow or regenerated automatically or organically over time. Such initiatives are now being taken in various states in India, but I think it is very important that it is integrated as a part of the ecosystem and forest restoration practice in almost all states, and particularly in extensive bamboo growing regions such as North Bengal and Northeast India, Assam Valley, and other areas where bamboo forests make a significant part of the natural vegetation. With this, I conclude my presentation. Once again, thanks so much for including me in your platform. It has been a pleasure, and I look forward to come back and join and serve you once again. Thank you, Agnihotriji. Thank you, Sharmaji. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great knowledgeful information. Great. Really, you uh, opened all the newer vistas of information regarding the bamboo tree and so many aspects of bamboo's use and the socio-economical, socio-religious, socio-ecological aspects and socio-religious aspects also. I do remember one thing, that a very small twigs of this bamboo tree is also used to make the pickle. So for the first time when I came in Haridwar in 1973, there was a bamboo pickle, Baas ka achar. For the first time I heard this thing in our Moti market Haridwar, and I purchased. It is just like the pickle of this uh, kamal kakali, basil like the beef ka achar. Very tasty and very say little bit sandy one, so इसके साथ भी होती है, but very good, very nutritious, as madam also told. But
You are
what
very
you
right when you said that taste feels sandy. You know why? Because many bamboo leaves and stem, they contain natural silica. They contain natural silica,
right.
and that is the reason you will, when you are chewing them, you will find a
Yeah,
sand-like feeling
little bit
because they have natural
sand
silica.
feeling. Yeah.
And if you are
So
not careful, if you
mm,
if you have a sharp bamboo leaf and if you push it across your lips or
it
you
will
push it across your tongue, you can get a small indenture or a cut too.
yeah,
So they have silica inbuilt them in them, and that's why it
very
makes
correct.
them very hard. Yeah.
You
Thanks.
just said
A
a
great
good
observation,
information.
Agnihotriji. Great observation.
Yeah. I purchased it and I said carry with me to my native place Kolkata. Then they also realize taste its a taste, and they also use it for the first time. Anyway, one important thing that in the these groups of the bamboo stem, there used to be a rise in temperature, and I personally use this thing. I think this is a phenomenon that in the caves or something of the sort, there is always a rise in temperature. I visited Ujjain and Sandipani Guru's that ashram, and there were so many caves. The saints were there, the old saint. And when I stepped down, say at least 20-30 feet down, having this ladder, I found there is a great sweating started. So I think where there is no moisture, there used to be a rise in temperature. So goes the case with the bamboo groups, and the cobra, as you told, that cobra may take place for the hatching of its egg. So thank you very much. It's a really full of knowledge session uh, made by you, and I welcome your presence and your contribution as far as the knowledge part is concerned. I'm also seeing and receiving Professor Syed Ashraf sir, a person of preventive medicine of Unani side, and I invited him for our previous webinars topic lifestyle. So our Tejinder Singh is with me, and other persons are very much with us. So I would like to invite Professor Syed Ashraf sir, if he is comfortable, to say a few words for as a final concluding remarks for our this webinar based on lifestyle and dailyism, as well as the usefulness of the bamboo tea. Professor Ashraf sir, namaskar.
Namaskar. Thank you so much. I am
Namaskar ji.
just talking from the bed, and this is bedtime for me
Yeah.
because of my
Our view.
lifestyle. But I think that Dr. Basu, he is the botanist. He's a
He
botanist.
is a scientist of say seed culture and agronomy, I think, and has got the talent in of so many fields.
So he has given a
He's
lot
in
of
Alberta,
knowledge,
Canada.
vast
He's in,
knowledge has been provided by him. I think that bamboo is a very interesting plant. You can't say it is a plant or tree. It is a grass and a very interesting thing and very interesting grass. The fastest, as the Dr. Basu said, that is the fastest growing grass that is 35 inches per day. Is very interesting. And what can I say that from the medicinal point of view, I can see somewhere in the literature that it has some antibiotic properties, the bamboo trees. So without the bamboo, I think nothing is impossible. Life is impossible without bamboo. In our
yes,
daily life, the construction, as the Dr. Basu said, the furniture, everything, life is impossible without bamboo. So I am only what can I say from the medicinal point of view? It is few words which I have given to you on your request. Thank you so much for inviting me
we
for talks. Thank
of course you entered as a listener, but I got your presence as a speaker also. So it's our pleasure and pleasure of our AYUSH SAMRIDDHI platform, where you contributed a lot of good things, especially the property of trees contents as an antibiotic effect. Of course, it's a gross basically, and it reaches up to 100 feet. That is almost 40 near to 40 feet high. Of course, Assam furniture, Assam cane furniture, and Darjeeling cane furniture. These are the shops I think are there in every city. So it's my pleasure that now today AMU has also represented
thank
by your personality, and we are lucky enough to have your presence and your talk. I think this is the high time to say an end of our today's topic. Professor, Sir, our Dr. Jagdishwar Domaji is also very much. I would like to invite respected Dr. Domaji, if you please say some few words on the conclusion of our today's both the webinars. Dr. Domaji, sir, namaskar. And again, thanks for presence of Sayyid Ashraf sir. आदरणीय डोबा सर जी, आप के दो शब्द हमें चाहिए आज की दोनों वेबिनार्स के लिए, लाइफ स्टाइल पर और यूजफुलनेस ऑफ द बैम्बू। स्वागत है आप। I think he's not comfortable. It is though it is going almost 10:20. So with the contribution and presence of all the guest speakers of today's both webinars, I extend my vote of thanks to our guest speakers, Professor Arpan Bhattji, Dr. Tejinder, Professor Madam Parul Joshi of our previous webinar based on the lifestyle, its importance, and also Madam Sanyal, Dr. Basuji, Professor Syed Ashraf sir, and all the guest speakers and our dignitaries present on our platform. With these words, I again thank all of you and say goodbye, namaskar, shubhratri, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Oof.